What are people searching for?
You know, I am just now learning not to speak for anybody else but myself. So, wow. Yeah, it's like it was a really hard lesson for me to learn to do that, because I was always, you know, speaking as if I knew what everybody else was thinking, what they needed and wanted. And I just finally honed myself to only speak for myself. So I don't even know if I can answer that.
What are you searching for?
You know, I can tell you what I'm searching for. I am searching to leave this life better than when I can ever remember coming into it right from the beginning. I'm searching for a feeling of being okay with myself, of being able to leave this life knowing that I passed this grade to a certain degree, but you know, passing grade's a D minus, so I feel like I'm going to be okay with that. And I'm not really looking to do anything or for anything. I'm just taking things as they come. When I met Jim Baker before he even started the source, it was a very brief period, and I did not connect with him. It was not my time with him. But when I met him when he was father in the family, that was, I feel like, for lack of a better word, yeah, I shot my wad on that time frame. It was like everything I was looking for, everything I wanted, everything that fulfilled me, I got when he was physically here by reconnecting with him again. I immediately knew that that was my destiny. And my destiny was to preserve his legacy, that legacy of who he was in the family. And by doing the book that I just did, I feel like I've done that. So anything else now is just icing on the cake and great, and I'm just flowing with it. And I really don't feel a great need to think I'm searching for anything or anything's unfulfilled. I feel like I've been given all the keys and all the wisdom, and I might not be living all of them, but I know them, and just the fact that I know them stops the search for me. And you know, there's just, my daughter just had a baby, so there's just all kinds of things that are very fulfilling to me right now. So I don't know if I'm searching for anything, and I don't know what anybody else is searching for, you know, but I hope they find it, and I think they will. I think everybody's being given the opportunity now to be able to find that with no more secrets. You know, everything's out there, everybody's got the opportunity. You know, define what they're searching for gosh sakes.
Tell me what, we didn't get a chance to talk about it. What was your relationship with the father like in terms of a romantic relationship, a man-woman relationship?
When I came into the family, it was an instant working relationship for many lifetimes. You know, he immediately told me that I was always the high priestess in the temple with him, that type of a thing. And he named me the archive keeper, the historian, and the temple keeper. And it started that way. And it just, I was always in his circumvent force. Right from the beginning, I was always allowed to, you know, go be with him, be in this room, and just, you know, to be with him, which evolved into being one of his 14 women. And it was just a very natural thing to be there and be very comfortable with him. And I was a little older than some of the girls. You know, some of the women that came in were younger, you know, their late teens or early 20s. I was 28 or 29, so I was not intimidated. I felt more comfortable with life experience and with him, and I had known him before as Jim Baker. So it was just a very comfortable, natural relationship. There was a working relationship, a business relationship. You know, they called me his bulldog, the hatchet lady, the dragon lady. You know, every group has one to make sure everything's running and taken care of. And yet there was those times where I was his woman, and we did have a romantic relationship. And the thing about him was it worked because there was always a one-on-one energy. Everyone always got their time. It wasn't a group thing. you know. So my romantic relationship with him was very deep. It's through many lifetimes, and I was just thrilled to reconnect with him again this lifetime. And the thing is, I quite frankly haven't found, people ask me, why am I still hanging on to that? I don't see any reason not to. I mean, it was so great, why would I give it up? Why would I not still, you know, I'm not stupid. It's not like I'm in a fog and I haven't gone out and functioned in the world. You know, I have. I've been very responsible. But I see no part in giving any of that up, and I've carried it with me. And he's still a very much part of my life, and my being, and my romantic circle. I don't feel like he's left me.
And did you feel like you were able to overcome what a lot of people think of as jealousy towards other women, or a possessiveness?
I never, well, okay, I can speak for myself.
Sure.
There was that with other women, just because of different ages, different karmic things that they have with each other. I did not, I can truly say I did not have jealousy or, what was the other word?
Possessiveness?
Possessiveness. No, I didn't have that with him myself. I did not have to deal with that. I was very fulfilled, and I was, you know, doing other work for him. I didn't feel like I needed him all to myself, you know. And there was no jealousy, because, well, first of all, you know, we were a sisterhood. These were sisters of mine. We all lived in the same, you know, we were all there together, and we had fun together. We really did love each other, you know. And me personally, I just didn't have that karmic relationship with that situation.
It just worked for you, no?
It worked for me, yeah. It did.
And then you talked a little bit about how sort of like, think of it as shooting your wad, that it was the best time of your life.
It was a hard act to follow, I want to tell you. And you'll ask any of his women, any of his wives, from Jane Baker to Robin, right on up, you know, he is still the love of their life to this day, and he is still like their husband. You know, no matter who they've been with, what they've tried, it's all gone back to him for the women in his life. He was a man's man, but he was also a woman's man. He was a very unique man.
And how was that transition then back into the quote-unquote real world for you?
Well, when we left, I was with one of the sons of the family, one of the men, and we did have a baby. So I did have that. And none of us really particularly liked going back out in the world, because we were wearing robes, we were wearing nightgowns, how do you go out into the world looking like that and think you're going to get a job? I remember going to, I don't even know what it was, a clothing store, and looking at the clothes and going, I don't know what to buy, I don't know how to dress. What do I wear? Who am I now? How do you walk the streets? And you can't walk the streets wearing nightgowns like we were wearing, or velvet robes, you know, with our breasts practically hanging out. It's just, it was a shock. It was a shock. It was different. It was something that we had not bargained for, and we were not ready for.
And did you feel judged? Did you feel misunderstood?
When we left?
When you came back into kind of straight society?
I don't remember feeling that, because I think I was just too consumed. I had a baby. I think I was just too consumed trying to figure it out and get it together. And a lot of us went home, you know, and had to work out that judgment with our families. So I guess there was some judgment and misunderstandings in a way.
How did your family accept you or reintegrate?
My family with open arms, you know, but I never lost my love for my family. You know, it was a very supportive family. And you know, this was still the time of the 70s. There were still people in ashrams and the gurus, and that was still happening. There were still people running around in the woods. So it wasn't like we were all of a sudden aliens running around and being really different. Where we were different was when you had to leave LA or San Francisco. People that went back to the Midwest or went anywhere but here, then yeah, it got very strange. For a very short amount of time, everybody caught on really quick.
And in retrospect, do you have any doubts that that was the right path, the path that you chose to go to the source and be a part of that family?
Oh no. for me, there's absolutely no doubt, none at all.
Just say that one more time. I like that. Just for me, there was absolutely no doubt that was the right path.
Absolutely no doubt for myself that was right for me. In fact, up until that time, I just knew I didn't fit in anywhere. I knew I was searching, and I had not found what I found. And as soon as I walked into it, that was all gone. I had found it. So there was never any doubt. There still isn't. Things could have things could have been hindsight. We could have done some things different. There's the what if, should have, could have. But that's the same with anything, isn't it? It's a learning curve. So, but other than that, no, there's no doubt in my mind at all. And I am just so thankful that I had this life. And I don't have a fear of death because of it. I have the wisdom. I'm able to go into any situation, and I know I can handle it. I don't have a whole lot of doubts. I'm still working on personal issues that have been there all my life, which have nothing to do with the family. We all have crap. We all need our corners rounded off. But no doubts at all.
Any last thoughts you want to leave us with? Anything at all that you feel like you'd like to have heard or that you'd like to say?
Last thoughts. No, I just. In the 70s, everybody felt like something was happening, that there was an opening, something was going on. And I feel, actually my last thoughts is, this is happening again, and a lot of people are feeling the same thing, especially the younger people are coming up to me because of the book and going, I relate to this because I feel something's happening now. It's kind of like the 70s where you guys knew something was happening and you were going, what's going on? And it was like a crossover, and it's happening again. So I think my last thoughts would be, it's happening again. Let's all pay attention to it so that nobody misses out on whatever they're not supposed to be missing out on now. Like a lot of people did miss out.
That sounds like a good time to end it.